I live in a small town in Oregon, which I will not tell which town just because of privacy, but I usually do my regular thing, go to school, play basketball, skateboard, the usual, angst teenage, things a kid would do when they are bored, but today was different. I was getting off my bus on a Friday night, so I was going to stay out pretty late with my friends to go skate and go to the store and probably get kicked out, but before that I went to the Minute Market. I go to that Minute Market almost every day and know every worker by name, but today there was a new worker. He was a tall lanky guy with a really curly long beard that almost nearly reached his waist, with a weird scar on his arm that I couldn't point to any animal I've seen or encountered myself. So, I went to the back of the store, grabbed my drink and snacks and ringed them up at about $5 exactly. The guy didn't say much besides, "Is that all?" and "Have a good day," but right before I grabbed my board and was about to leave, I heard him mutter something to himself and I asked, "What?" He just kept muttering to himself, so I assumed he was high or drunk because my town is known for addicts but isn't as bad as Portland or Salem. I left and thought a little bit, but not much of it because I'm used to it at this point, living in this town almost my entire life besides Portland and Bend for 2 years. But I looked behind me because I heard the door of the Minute Market open, although no one else was in the market, and I saw the same guy working, but his scar was gone and he was staring at me. No one was around us, which was weird for the area because of the other stores in the driveway, and I jogged away trying to play it off. Still thinking he was a druggie, and I kept jogging, but he just kept slowly following faster every time I looked away. It was like it, or he got closer every time I looked away. I made it home, but my mom gets home around 6 while my dad gets home at 9:30, and I got home around 4:30, so I did my usual with a little more caution. So I unlocked my door, closed it, and locked all 3 locks on my door and set down my backpack to do my chores until I got a knock on my door. I went into my sister's room, which has a good view of the door, but people can't see the window, and when I looked I audibly gasped. It was the same man from the Minute Market with the scar back but on both arms, so I rushed to lock every window, and I did while grabbing every weapon I could find while slowly setting a chair under the doorknob. The more I did these things, the more aggressive the knocks got. It was like the knocks were everywhere. I didn't call 911, I should have, but I called my grandma. I come from a Native American family, and she was a very religious woman and had her own experiences with this. What she told me almost made me hang up. She said, "It knows your scent, voice, weight, height, and where you live. The only way you can get through this is to burn sage and ashes around the house or on the walls inside the house." I did the second option because I couldn't get outside for obvious reasons. What happened next almost made me pass out. It started to cut itself using my voice, saying the exact order I placed for my snacks. "Can I get peanut butter M&Ms and this energy drink, please?" I know it sounds funny, but trust me when I say this, it didn't sound like it was ordering or anything. It sounded like a deaf person screaming, barely knowing what they are saying. I burned the sage as quick as I could and ash and surrounded my walls with it. After about 10 minutes the thing left and hasn't come back yet, but it's only been 1 day. I will keep you updated on what happens next. Update: I've seen the guy around, but he's different. No scare, no nothing, totally average guy, and shaved his beard, but there have been random deer heads in my backyard and deer staring at me through my window. It's terrifying cause this morning I woke up to the sound of something in my room falling and hearing 3 noises under my bed. Even today I had one of my skateboards fall off my skate rack, which is hooked to the wall, and was confusing. I suspect something is going to happen soon and will put a new update soon. Update 2. Nothing too weird has been happening besides a deer in my local park that kind of followed me. I have no idea really, but I think it has stopped, but I'm not sure. And thus, the night has drawn its curtain over our tale. Yet the truth is that what remains hidden is far greater, and what awaits in the depths is far more terrifying. Every story ends only to give birth to another, and every shadow that fades leaves behind darker ones still. If this journey through the corridors of the unknown has stirred you, do not forget to leave your mark with a like, thumbs up, subscribe to Realm of Shadows to be the first to hear the whispers that follow, and share it with those around you. Ghost.